They're in. Now Thomas throws over the middle of the field. It's intercepted.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boy.
Here we go with another week of the FFL, and as this week as the Boston Cavalry face our rivals, the New Jersey Hawks. They are currently trying to get back into Brooklyn after trying to build a new stadium as we look at the power rankings here. We are still number 4, even though we are struggling without some of our key pieces like fullback Reed Weathers and linebacker Ahmad Rice. Updates, news, and rumors here. Hawks. If you've seen on the Discord, they are for sale, but the father of the star quarterback Bryce O'Connell, Jerry O'Connell, is the lead to buy the spot in the league. But there's one catch. It's possible that they will not get the Hawks name. They'll just get the players and the spot, which is very weird. I don't understand what's going on there. So we may actually have a new team next season. Las Vegas quarterback Drew Larry looking elite, but finally threw a pick in a crazy 4-year streak of being perfect. Miami Bullheads quarterback Warren McDowell is young. He's filling out his frame finally. He came out of high school at 17 years old. He was 6'5", 160. He's finally building up some muscle, and he's looking comfortable playing in this league. His step forward has made Miami a powerhouse in the South. They are still playing really well. Hopefully that can continue for them. And then finally, Boston, our team. Jackson Thomas looks amazing, but the thing is his lack of experience is really putting the team into trouble. Like, we've had some issues with some of these teams so far, and I think we're going to have an issue with this team in New Jersey. Let's look at the tail of the tape. So you look here, the Cavalry, number 4, face the number 12 Hawks. They have a good offense and kind of an iffy defense here with star quarterback Bryce O'Connell. He's the most hated but winningest quarterback of all time. He was with Pittsburgh for, 12 years, 13 years. He was amazing, but he got a lot of hate for his stance on many political issues, and this team has became from basically a fan favorite team, lovable losers to say, to now hated because of, one player, and that's Bryce O'Connell. People think that he doesn't deserve a spot in the Hall of Fame, even though he has the most championships of any quarterback ever, but it's because of his play and the teams that have surrounded him. Can he come up and beat Boston? I'm not quite sure, but Jackson Thomas here needs to lead the team perfectly to face the New Jersey Hawks. And now we're into the game as Jackson Thomas is under center. He gives it to Sean White at fullback. He uses his speed down the sideline and gets out of bounds. He's one of the fastest players in the league. The problem is, it's hard for him to find holes in this offense due to the fact that he's actually outrunning his blockers because he's too fast. He's not being patient enough. And now Darren Morris taking the load here, getting the first down. They want to give the ball to him more due to the fact that Reed Weathers is gone. But that is making their team struggle a little bit because they have to literally ride Darren Morris until he is exhausted. Now Jackson Thomas sits in the pocket, but he gets pressure from behind and gets taken down by Trevino. He's a young pass rusher off that right side. He's going to cause issues due to the lack of star talent on the right side for the Boston Cavalry. Now Jackson Thomas steps up, second down and long. He throws it over to Angel Lopez for a big gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 after the play is over. Lopez, a former basketball star, turned tight end, turned receiver. Sean White gets the handoff, and he gets stopped before the 1st down marker. The Hawks have one of the worst defenses in the league, but their secondary is actually pretty good. 1st down and 10 now for the Hawks as they get the ball back after the punt. Bryce under center, pitching it to the left side to the new running back, Jatarian, and he gets taken down. Reynolds, who's just picked up this offseason, is replacing Martell Franklin, who actually did pretty well for the Hawks. Jatarian Reynolds gets another handoff up the middle of the field. He runs, spins, and gets the first. He's not the fastest, the strongest, the most agile, but he's really good at seeing blocking and taking it for as long as he can. He waits for his blockers ahead of him, and he is a very patient runner. Reynolds now goes to the right side as O'Connell gets the snap and gets sacked down by Johnson. A star pass rusher for us. He played D-tackle a lot last year, but he's really found a good spot at that left end position, using his strength. Now Bryce here under center, number 9, steps back again. He loads up, throws it deep, and it's almost intercepted by Ralph White. He may not have the best hands in the world, but Ralph White is elite at pass defenses. And now a big throw down the field. Luckily, strong safety Chris Judy just knocked the ball out with his helmet. And now after that, the punt's coming up next. So let's look at the new score update. As the Firebirds, who have a new owner and new coach, lose to the Miami Bullheads. As I was saying, the Bullheads are on fire. Their middle linebacker looks like Defensive Player of the Year material. Their quarterback is on fire, and their star running back is doing pretty well as well. Now with Detroit, they are doing well this season also, but the sad part is they have a lot of talent and key positions like receiver, like running back. Their defense is even pretty good. They traded away their 2 best defenders, but still, their defense is okay. The big issue with their team is the fact that they have a young quarterback who's still developing in Mike Cox from YouTube, and their offensive line is really good, but for some reason Frank Murphy, their star running back, just can't get it going enough, even though he is a star running back in the league. But with the Bullheads being on fire, it's not surprising that the rebuilding Firebirds did lose. But now let's get back to the game here as Boston gets the ball back. 1st down and 10, Jackson Thomas under center. They run a lot of this split back formation, and I think this is why they're missing Reed Weathers a lot. And now Thomas gets pressured from the left side, and it's a sack. Big sack by the end right there. That is Rashad Ford. Big free agent signing over the offseason. He's really making a bit difference in this Hawks pass rush. 2nd down 15, Jackson Thomas sits under pressure, and he throws it to Xavier Speed Gonzalez, one of the best slot receivers in the league, former offensive playmaking quarterback turned receiver, and he's absolutely spectacular. Now, screen coming here. Jackson Thomas trying to run himself, tries to break the tackle, but falls down. Tackle by Vaughn Bruce, star linebacker. And now again, Thomas steps back. He loads up, throws down the field to Angel Lopez for the first. It's going to be really hard to cover Angel Lopez. I mean, he's not the quickest, but the fact is he's a former tight end. He's super strong, super athletic, as Darren Morris gets lit up by Vaughn Bruce up the middle of the field. Morris is a workhorse running back. He just needs more rushes to get the heater going. 2nd down and 7. Thomas now steps back on another screen, and Rashad Ford screams at the quarterback and takes him down for another sack. 3rd down and 14. Thomas throws over the middle to Angel Lopez, who dives and catches the ball for the first. That's a spectacular play by Lopez, who's known to have a ridiculous catch radius. And now the ball's kicked up, and it's a field goal for Boston. Their offense has been struggling without Reed Weathers at fullback. They like to run the two-back system. Now back to the Hawks. Can this defense that's been kind of hurting as of late without Ahmad Rice stop Jatarian Reynolds? And that's just not going to happen with Reynolds getting a 20-yard gain off a great handoff right there. First down and 10 after the big gain for the Hawks. Bryce O'Connell steps back. He surveys. He throws over the middle of the field. It's caught by Mauricio Shepard. Former Dragons player turned Hawk. First down and 10. O'Connell now throws down to the sideline. Oh, almost picked off. He threw it down low. I thought he was going to throw it down to the sideline, but he didn't. And now we got second down and 10. O'Connell trying to change the play at the line of scrimmage as Reynolds gets another handoff. And even though he's not an elite running back, it really does seem that the Cavalry defense is really hard, or really bad, I should say, at stopping the run. Which is weird because that was always a big strength of theirs. But I think with Ahmad Rice being gone, they're really lacking that super athletic threat off the edge. And now fourth down and 3 is coming up after that big tackle by Jeremy the Bear Calhoun. Big D tackle prospect for the Cavaliers that they traded for from Las Vegas. Now the ball is kicked up and it's through the uprights as the game is tied 3-3. Now we're going to look at the score update here. Walleyes and the Sailors. Both. Walleyes are doing great this season, winning 45-24. Sailors in the midst of a new coach and a rebuild as well. And the Walleyes, one of the oldest teams in the league, are really showing that they are elite with star receiver Darren Cooper, quarterback Jonathan O'Connell, and just a really good defense really holding back the Sailors. And that offense went off with tons of rushing yards and passing yards. Now back to Boston here as Jackson Thomas comes onto the field. Last year he had a horrific left arm injury, and this year he hasn't had an issue with it so far. First down and 10. Thomas, play action. We saw this a lot with Ryan Humes last season as he runs. He throws down to the right side to Angel Lopez. Again, we're saying his name a lot. Tanner Beckham III is taking a back seat to Angel Lopez, but I think that's okay. As last year, Ryan Humes liked to throw to the right a lot, and I think this year Jackson Thomas likes to throw to the left. As second down and 9 comes up after Sean White running for only a gain of 1. White is good, but like I said, he doesn't like to follow his blockers. As Darren Morris gets good blocking, breaks a tackle, and gets tackled down near midfield. Morris is starting to heat up here, number 4. He's a former MVP, former comeback player of the year, and former offensive player of the year multiple times over. First down and 10. Jackson Thomas sits in the puck. He gets rushed by Rashad Ford. It gets taken down. This speed rush from the Hawks is spectacular. Second down and 11. Thomas steps back, and he's scrambling away from the pressure. Can he get it off? He can't in time. They're going to call it out of bounds. He lost a big gain there, third down and 20. That's what I said. His inexperience is really starting to hurt the team. But admittedly, I think they knew that was going to be a possibility as Darren Morris gets blown up on the screen. What a play by the Hawks linebacker. First down and 10 for the Hawks now. They're running the I formation, giving it to Jatarian Reynolds, who falls forward for only a gain of 1. Ralph White with the tackle. Pretty impressive right there. Don't see him tackle often. O'Connell now comes back to the line. We're nearing halftime soon. This game's a low-scoring defensive game here as right there, another good throw by Bryce O'Connell, but it's going to be out of bounds. It was intended to his star receiver, Daniel Turner, who doesn't get a lot of catches, but his yards are insane. His yards average is about 20 yards per catch, as another throw just sails over the top as Ralph White almost gets another pass deflection. That will send us into halftime, and I'll see you after the commercial break. Welcome to the halftime show, and it's sponsored and supported by you guys, whether it's for free with likes and subscriptions and comments. Also, down below you can find my Patreon. It is updated and has new levels and new systems here, and let's start with the first one. $1 a month. You can become a player for free. Becoming a player is free on, even on YouTube. It's not a thing. It's just if you are a supporter, you'll get a player just for fun. Supporter basically just keeps the lights on. It's nothing crazy. You're not gonna get any crazy content or more content or be a part of the actual Patreon. It's more of just like a kind of a donation tier, but your name will be in the video, as you will with the rest of these memberships. And this mostly supporter is just a nice change of pace. Not a lot of people do $1 anymore, and I just frankly don't care. $1 is just a nice thank you to me. Next, Fanatic is a very big tier. I think it'll be the most popular tier. It's only $3 a month, but it's jammed packed with a whole bunch of content. You get behind the scenes content, you obviously get a player, you get the name in the video, but you also get a live stream once a week, or at least a video, where you guys live can chat with me, and we'll discuss the future of the league and weekly updates and so on and so forth. You guys can be in the chat and interact with me. Also, with Fanatic, like I said, with the behind the scenes content will be little things to update you guys on how far I am with the video and some other things as well. $10 a month will be the Superfan tier. Here you get everything that the $3 and the $1 gets, except you also get to be able to call in to live streams. So I'll have it set up to where you don't just get to chat, but you can also go on and become have your face or just your voice on the live stream discussing with me about the league and about the storylines. And if you end up being an owner of a team, you can discuss what you possibly might do in the off season as well. $10 a month. Again, it's it doesn't have like a super big amount of content, but I think it's still a good price, and like I said, you get early content 24 hours early. Next are the two most expensive ones. I don't really see anyone doing, but if you want to, go ahead. Mega Fan. You get a player like all the other ones. You get everything. You get the early content, the behind the scenes. You get the Patreon podcast. You also can become a part of the special Mega Fan monthly hangouts. That'll be with ballers and Mega Fans only. It's once a month. You can discuss with me about teams and your players and updates as well, and just screw around and talk, even maybe play video games with me. And then lastly, Baller. You get everything I just mentioned. You also become a co-podcast host with me for a whole episode, or more if I like you. And you get a special $50 Baller Discord. You become a sponsor as well, so you're going to have your whole own overlay on my videos where you are a sponsor, and like I said, a special Baller Discord where you guys can hang out together and or hang out with me and just discuss life with me and everything else. Other than that, basically everything will stay the same. You guys will be getting more content for free as well, with those live streams going on VOD every week. You guys just get to participate with it live. Those live streams won't start until I at least have like 5 or 10 Patreons, or patrons I should say. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, this isn't a needed thing. It's completely optional. Like I said, most content will stay free. Games will stay free. Being a coach or owner is free. And let's get back to the video. Welcome back after halftime as the Hawks start with the ball. First down and 10 for Bryce O'Connell. He pitches it to Jatarian Reynolds as he gets stopped in the backfield by a fury of Cavalry defensive linebackers. Second down and 11 now. Bryce O'Connell again. He's having kind of a subpar game here. He steps back. He's rushing away from defenders, and it's almost a fumble as the ball hits off of Cal Herbert. We call him 50 Cal. Bounced off his helmet. Now third down and 11. He lobs the ball up, and it's caught for the first as Stanley Hale makes the catch out of the slot. First down and 10. Now O'Connell sits in the pocket, throws it to Everett Kirkland down the field. He breaks one tackle, breaks another, misses another, and there he goes. Everett Kirkland, tight end, going all the way down for the touchdown. Star receiving tight end makes big plays in big games right there as he just breaks the man coverage. He was triple teamed, and he still broke loose down the field. Now let's look at the score update here as the Blackbirds defeat the Wolves 27-6. Mike Fine, the new Blackbirds quarterback, looks absolutely elite. Probably one of the top quarterbacks in the league. It's taken a long time, but he finally looks good here with the Blackbirds. And no surprise, he looks good against the Sacramento Wolves, who star quarterback Jamie Brooks that they got in the draft is looking absolutely terrible. He has more interceptions than touchdowns. He has the worst completion percentage in the league and the worst average per attempt. He is doing terrible, and he's really losing his team games because he has a good offensive line. He has a okay defense. He just can't put any points on the board. And as a star quarterback being picked in the first, at least top 5 picks in a draft, he really needs to bring this team along. And Bill Gable looks like he's on the hot seat as well already in Sacramento. But now let's get back to the game. As now, first down and 10 for Boston, and they give it to Darren Morris, who jukes and gets the first. Morris is looking elite now that Reed Weathers is gone, sadly. But I think the team itself does miss Reed Weathers in that dual back system as Jackson Thomas gets the direct snap and he can't go anywhere. He actually loses yards on the play. Third down and 4. Thomas changing the play at the line. He's very young and very athletic as he runs away from a rush by Von Bruce. He takes it down the sideline to the 40, to the 30, and finally gets pushed out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Big rush by Jackson Thomas as now he sits in the pocket. He throws a quick pass to Angel Lopez, burning Sherman Thomas on the left side. Thomas keeps trying to press up on Angel Lopez, and that's just not a good way to beat Lopez, I think. He has the strength to get past you, and these crossing routes are really working well for the team. I think they're just missing Reed Weathers on the right side of the block and to catch and to run. Thomas now sits in the pocket. He throws across the field to Tanner Beckham III, and that's a first. Another big catch by Beckham in his career first and goal. Thomas sits in the pocket, loads it up, throws it to Speedy Gonzalez down the field for the touchdown. He's 6'4", but man, his feet are extremely nimble and agile, and he gets open, tying the game up 10-10. Now Bryce is under center for the Hawks. In the empty, he sits back. He loads up, throws down the field, and it's caught near the sideline by Jatarian Reynolds, getting a big catch against Corey Mills. Mills has been frustrating receivers all season, but he tends to have to face the best of them and gets burned. First down and 10. Now, Bryce O'Connell throws it down the field. It's almost intercepted by Garrett Jensen. Mills got burned by Turner like I just said he might be. And right there, Jensen saw it, but he could not get there in time. As now, Daniel Turner burns Ralph White on the right side. Turner may not get a lot of receptions, but he's able to get open deep down the field, and he's an extreme deep threat for this offense. I think that's what lets them run the ball so well. First down 10, Bryce sits down, throws a quick pass to Reynolds. He catches it and takes it for 2. It should have been a loss, but Reynolds was able to get back out of the backfield. Second down and 8 now. And now O'Connell throws to the sideline. It's almost caught, but Corey Mills got in front of the ball and I think confused Daniel Turner, and it just hit off Daniel Turner's hands because he does not drop catches. Third down and 8. They have not been doing super well on third downs as O'Connell steps back and gets perfect protection, throws deep, and Ralph White gets another pass deflection. He's leading the league currently right now as the ball's kicked up for the field goal and it's through the uprights. Now it's 10-13. Jackson Thomas under center. He's motioning out a defender. It's looking like man coverage. And he steps back. He throws it quickly to Darren Morris. Perfect protection. He jukes to the left side and carries a defender for a gain of 6. Second down and 4. Now they give it to Darren Morris, who if he would have cut it to the outside would have had a huge gain. But he went to the wrong hole and got stopped for a big loss. Now third down and 6. Now it's going to be another running play to Darren Morris and gets stopped for a big loss, and they call no huddle. They think their defense could stop them if they don't get this. So here we go, fourth down. Jackson Thomas running away from defenders. He throws it open to wide open Beckham, and it's overthrown out of bounds. Hawks have short field. Can they capitalize? As now O'Connell sits down, throws it to Everett Kirkland, and gets hit out of bounds. Second down and 5, they give it to Reynolds, and he gets tackled for a loss. And that's going to end the fourth quarter, or sorry, the third quarter, as we're going into the fourth. Cavalry down by 3. Now they give it to Jatarian Reynolds, who gets the first. Good blocking on these counter plays from the Hawks, as their coaching tree comes from Denver, where they run a lot of those counters. Now Bryce O'Connell gets pressured, and it's a sack by Kettrick Buffett from the Discord. He's playing linebacker this season. And with all the injuries to Ahmad Rice, he gets onto the field getting a sack. Now O'Connell sits in the pocket, getting pressure. He avoids one sack. He throws on the run, and it's dropped. I don't know if the receiver didn't see it coming, but O'Connell laid an absolute dime down the field after sitting in the pocket for about 10 years. Third down and 13. Now O'Connell sits in the pocket, throws it deep, and it's intercepted by Corey Mills. There he goes. Corey Mills gets one of his first picks of the season. And right there, what a play by Mills. He played the ball perfectly. He let the receiver beat him, and he went, nope, and just snagged the ball out of the air. First down and 10 for the Boston Cavalry. As they give to Darren Morris, he breaks one tackle. He jukes back inside and is taken down. But that's still going to be a first down. Let's see it one more time. He breaks the tackle and then gets wide open running room down the field. Morris is really good at these single back formations, and even though he may be better at them, I think the team is better without them. First down 10 in the empty. Thomas sits in the pocket and gets obliterated by Von Bruce. He's usually a coverage threat, but they're trying to let him blitz a little bit. Now Thomas getting pressured, and he tries to run. It gets tackled down for another sack, which is probably going to lead to a punt, and it does. First down and 10 at midfield for the Hawks. As time is ticking down, they give it to Reynolds, and he gets tackled behind the line by Garrett Jensen. It says he's 15 for 48, which is true, but Reynolds has actually been playing pretty well for the type of back that he is. Second down and 11 now. O'Connell's now trying to run away from pressure. He sits down and he almost throws another pick. Chris Judy on that play, he was in the trade to get Ahmad Rice. And now again, O'Connell throws it down the field. It's almost intercepted again by Corey Mills. But he went up for the pick and couldn't get it. Now Morris gets the handoff after the punt. He gets a big gain after breaking a tackle. Stiff arms and gets even more yardage down the field. Boston has 6 minutes to go. Can they get anything done here on this drive? As Thomas steps back, he throws down the field to Beckham the third, and it's caught. Zempel was right there for the tackle, but I don't know where he was in coverage. He's not known to be the best coverage CB in the league. I mean, he has good hops, but that's about it. Now Morris getting a good handoff with good blocking down the middle of the field for a gain of 9. He's starting to heat up finally, as now it's second down and 1. Sean White from the Discord in the backfield as he gets the handoff, gets some good blocking, and gets the first. White has a lot of negative yards on the year so far due to bad blocking and bad vision. First down and 10 now. They're motioning out a defender to the left side, and Thomas steps back, throws it to Beckham the third, who was on man coverage and beat a safety down the middle of the field for the first. We started implementing those last season with Ryan Humes, and I think Jackson Thomas really likes pinpointing what defense they're in. Now Thomas throws over the middle of the field. It's intercepted! Where was he throwing to? And now it's going to be the Hawks' ball with 3:36 to go. First down and 10 after the bad throw by Jackson Thomas, giving the ball back. O'Connell again under center. Can this defense do anything to stop the Hawks? They give it to the backup running back, and he gets hit hard in the backfield. Chickasaw still there. Reynolds must be tired. Chickasaw, a big back at close to 300 pounds. He gets the handoff, and he tries to run with the ball here, and he almost gets a first. He's only 2 yards away. Third down and 2 with Reynolds back in the game. And it was offsides by Judy, and Reynolds gets stopped for a loss. That's going to give the ball back to the Hawks due to the offsides penalty. Judy he got hit on the snap count, and he was just too far up. Now second down 15. O'Connell gives it to Reynolds. He cuts it to the left side and gets hit for pretty much a loss. He gets stuck at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be third down and 15 now, as the Hawks are just trying to run the ball out, and the Cavalry are forced to use all their timeouts. They have one more left. They give it to Reynolds. He spins and gets stopped for another loss, as Boston uses their last timeout. This is on Jackson Thomas here. Can he do it? He gets a direct snap, and he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1. Now no huddle here. Thomas sits in the pocket. He throws. It's overthrown to Angel Lopez. Third down and 11 here. He doesn't have much time to go with no timeouts. Thomas sits in the pocket. Goes over the middle of the field to Angel Lopez. It's caught, but they have to get back to the line. 25 seconds to go. Thomas sits back, and he gets sacked. This is not looking good for Boston. The time is ticking down. 14 seconds to go. 13, 12, ball is snapped. Last 10 seconds of the game. Angel Lopez makes the catch. Can they get back to the line for one more play. 3, 2, 1, and the game is over. Thomas could not get anything done there. He had no time, and the Hawks win 13-10 as Jackson Thomas pretty much throws the game out for Boston due to that bad interception at the end of the game. Cavalry had time of possession, they had total yards, they just could not score or get into field goal range. Now with Boston, they're going to need to look and see what they can do without their two-star players, Rice and Weathers. But if you guys want to get some more stories and rumors and updates, come to the Discord after this game is live tonight. We will be showing some more in the Discord. So after that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.